All right, let's move on and let's take a look at this Crown Jewel show. Now, I have one question for you, and I know this is a little
Mhm.
bit different for you because of how you are watching these shows. We've explained why the ESPN thing doesn't matter to you. It's because you're not watching on ESPN.
Right.
You're
Yep.
watching on Netflix, so it's kind of same old to you. But I do wonder in the US if WWE has to have a little bit more of a newsworthy show for this one because of how a lot of people felt about their first one, which was overhyped and underdelivered. And now you have a show which historically is your a tie is like kissing your sister kind of show where the stories building up to Cody and Seth and Tiffany and Stephanie, they're kind of created out of thin air, but the Cody and Seth one has history behind it that you can always go back to. And Seth is all of a sudden so possessed and obsessed about beating Cody. But still, no stakes, no real stakes. That crown jewel belt that nobody cares about. And so it's really about what matches are you most interested in watching, as well as what possible news could come out. Like to me, and I'll just say it from jump, the only match I'm really all that interested in watching is Rhea Ripley versus Asuka and Kyrie, just because I think they've built that storyline up so fantastically well. I've seen John Cena and AJ Styles wrestle like a million times, and now they're 5 or 10 years older than they were the last time they wrestled. Tiffany Stratton versus Stephanie Vaquer, like the best version of that match is probably pretty great, but the worry with that match is that they may not be on the same page. And Tiffany, who's leading the match, and Tiffany's had some struggles of late. Cody and Seth is going to be good, but again, without any real stakes, I'm not super interested. And then what we believe is the last match added, Roman Reigns and Bronson Reed, as per Dave Meltzer, is going to be the fifth match. I think my only other intrigue to this show is who interferes and helps Seth beat Cody, whether that's Randy Orton, whether that's Brock Lesnar, how they play that out, because they have to build to the Survivor Series coming in November. Where are you with this pay-per-view? I mean, it's kind of like a early morning Saturday show, so that even takes some of the
Mhm.
specialness away for me, because for me a pay-per-view is like in the evening and your day is done, and this one it's just like so early in the morning and it's just something to get through like content. But where are you with this show, and do you also think that they kind of have to do a little bit more with this one?
In terms of where I am with the show, like we have the two shows we just talked about. We have this one. We also have Bound for Glory happening on this weekend. And out of all those shows, this is probably the one I'm least looking forward to. And again, like I think one of the last things you said there was it's just another show that you got to get through, and that's kind of how I feel like it. Like I'm gonna watch it. I'm sure the matches are gonna be good. I'd be awesome if they had some angles. I do think that after the last one, and a lot of the negativity around it, and especially the fact that you're asking people to pay for it, they do need to do something special. I'm kind of surprised they're not airing this one on ESPN because of the airtime. Like, I don't see what they'd have to lose. Like, why not just put it on it? Like,
If
I
you're
see.
WWE, do you want that first rating to be kind of in the morning though?
Well, I mean, it's gonna be no matter what, right? Like, it's gonna be in the morning on TV or it's gonna be in the morning on the app. I guess on the app, it's not gonna be as public.
Yeah,
So,
the
yeah,
the TV rating will be very
yeah.
public, and it will
That
give.
maybe that's the reason right there. But kinda to me, like you brought up, remember like Breakfast with Wimbledon?
Yeah.
That'd be kinda like what this would be, right?
Yeah.
Although
We've
I
had
mean,
too many of those lately, though.
it'd be like 5 AM. It's 5 AM your time, right? So, yeah, there's no way anybody on the West Coast is watching this live. But, for me, like, that's, 7 AM my time, so I'll probably wake up and,
Throw it
Have
on.
some coffee, throw it on. Yeah, I'll probably have the thing done by 10 o'clock.
Yeah, the thing
So,
will be done by the time I
yeah.
get to watching it, so.
Yeah, and so for me, that's great. So I will watch this one. More than likely, I'll watch it like closer to live than I ever do, almost. think there was one show recently. Maybe it was the last. Or was that Paris one where I watched it pretty close to live because I remember you were doing the post show and I jumped on in the
Oh yeah,
comments
yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
But so but I do think like I do think they need to do something because the next one is big, like it's Survivor Series, so you want to have a little bit of momentum. You got John Cena's match against AJ Styles, which should have some interest. Like if you look at the names on the show, like other than CM Punk, like they've pretty much got everybody on the show. So, like it's kind of like their best foot forward in that sense. It's just like the matches are just kind of matches, like you said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know of anybody that cares about those crown jewel belts, or I think the ring is something that down the road could have some meaning, like if, because I think they get a new ring every year. So, the wrestlers can like kind of talk about that. Like I think Cody has said, like, I'd love to have like 5 rings by the time I retire. Because it's almost like they're saying, like, you're the WWE MVP for the year. Like it's kind of what the idea is supposed to be, I
Though
think.
we have the same thing in that there is a Raw SmackDown. Sometimes there is you don't want to have 2 Raw winners in these
Yep.
championship matches. So it's not really the MVP. It's more about, how do
Yeah.
we keep this 50-50 at the same time?
Yeah. So if Seth wins, which is what a lot of people are expecting, does Stephanie win too? Because that would be 2 Raw people.
Yeah.
And and I think that's what's happening. Like that's what the odds makers say, according to my friend Ian Carey on the Wrestling Observer newsletter. So like that. So I think that one may not be what people think because of what you just said. I feel like there's probably going to be like one from each side. Although, I mean, is there any doubt that Raw is the ace show? Like, even though SmackDown's on cable, like, I feel like Raw is still the show to watch every week.
I think so.
Yeah.
They put so much more production on it. They put so much more emphasis on things that happen on Raw. I think part of it also is SmackDown is on a Friday, and that's kind of the end of the week,
Mhm.
and people are, you know,
It just
ready for the
feels like when
weekend by
I'm
then.
watching, like, I'm more looking forward to it. When I'm watching, I'm more expecting something to happen, whereas with SmackDown, it's like nothing's gonna happen.
I'm actually surprised that USA did not move SmackDown to Thursday when they had the opportunity. Like they just kept it
Yeah.
on Friday,
Yeah,
which
they
was
must.
kind of
I
interesting.
mean, in a sense, it's hard to get viewers on Friday, so the fact that you have 1.5 million people watching every week is probably really valuable.